بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وخاتم النبيين محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وآله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a great blessing of Allah Jalla Shanahu. Allah gave us tawfiq, an opportunity today to gather here to start the mashallah, the Holy Quran today. In the previous lectures, we did introduction, then we did isti'aza, then we did tasmiyah. Alhamdulillah, today we are starting the Holy Quran. So it is a great blessing of Allah. Allah gave us an opportunity to do this job. So inshallah, we have the plan is we have to do in every lecture, one ayat every lecture. So inshallah, we have to pray from Allah. Allah will make easy for us. One day we will finish the whole Quran. Ameen, summa ameen. Today's our talk will be about the first ayat. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين. In the Quran, there are 114 surahs. The first surah in the Quran, it is Surah Al-Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha has many names. I enlisted few names here for the Surah Al-Fatiha. One name is Surah Al-Fatiha. The other is Fatihatul Kitab. Fatiha means opening. Fatihatul Kitab, opening of the book. Ummul Kitab. Ummul Kitab means mother of the kid, basics of the essence of the book. Ummul Quran, the essence of the Quran. As-Sab'ul Mafani. These two names came in the Quran in the Surah Al-Hijr. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد أعطيناك سبعا من المثاني والقرآن العظيم. Allah mentioned in the Quran, Allah gave to Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam sab'an mafani. Sab'an means seven. Mafani means praiseworthy. One translation is praiseworthy, the other is oft repeated. In the Surah Fatiha, there are the 7 verses, 7 ayats. These 7 ayats are there. So it is mentioned here, As-Sab'ul Mafani. That type of the 7 ayat which are praiseworthy or which are often repeated. Al-Quran al-Azim, majestic Quran. Al-Hamd, praise. As-Salah, prayer. Ash-Shifa, cure. These are the names of the Surah Fatiha. Surah Al-Fatiha, Fatihatul Kitab, Ummul Kitab, Ummul Quran, As-Sab'ul Mafani, Al-Quran Al-Azim, Al-Hamd, As-Salah, Ash-Shifa. Now we can go in the detail how the names of the surah are written in the Quran. Okay, for everything there should be some proper arrangement. Okay, how this arrangement is maintained. The one word is Suratul Fatihati. How this combination is developing. Basically, the word was Suratun. The word was Suratun. I talked in the last class, all type of the nouns, all isms, by default, when we writing them, they are all in the Rafa form. When they are Rafa form, and the last harf is getting the tanween, either Dhamma at the end. The word is Suratun. Suratun means in Arabic language just like the boundaries, just like a wall. This word is Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha. But the Fatiha means opening. Opening. Suratul Fatiha means the opening surah. The opening surah. But how the arrangement is made? So it is in the Murakkab-e-Izafi. So due to the Murakkab-e-Izafi, the tanween was dropped. Then it becomes Suratul Fatihati. It is Mudhaf and it is Mudhaf ilay. So it becomes Murakkab-e-Izafi. So now you learned all surahs of the Quran, when you read it, they are written the same pattern. Suratul Baqarati. Always harf will be jar there. Suratul Ikhlasi. So it is a general pattern to write the names of the surah. The first letter should be in grammar Mudhaf, Mudhaf ilay. So then it becomes Murakkab-e-Izafi. After that, in the Quran, it is also written in the names of the surah, ki Makkiyatun. Sometimes the surahs Madaniyatun. So it is written here. So it is here Murakkab-e-Tawfifi. It becomes Murakkab-e-Tawfifi. Suratul Fatihati Makkiyatun. It become in Murakkab-e-Tawfifi here. So in that way the surah is written, first part is Murakkab-e-Izafi and the last part is in Murakkab-e-Tawfifi. And few things we can introductory, we are starting the Quran, few matter of the interest we will talk. The first thing is the Quran, the revelation of the Quran was started, the date was on that day, Monday and Ramadan 21st Ramadan, and at night time, and the date was August 10 and 610 was the year on that day. After that, the next information is the revelation which came to Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The first revelation was Surah Alaq, the 5 ayat for Surah Alaq. After that, Surah Qalam, 7 ayats came. Then after that, Surah Al-Muzammil, 9 ayats came. Then Surah Al-Mudaffir, 7 ayats came. It means 4 revelations came prior to Al-Fatiha. The Surah Al-Fatiha is the 5th revelation. But the important thing is that when the Surah Fatiha revealed, it revealed as full surah. The full surah revealed. Also these all type of the revelation was done into Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam at the time when there was secret invitation. Secret invitation of Islam. In Makkah, when the revelation came, but initially for some time, the secret invitation of Islam was done. So these Surah Al-Fatiha, it means that it came in the preliminary part of the Nubuwwah of the Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in that way we get little bit when this surah is revealed. Another important thing is that this surah is starting with this ayat, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. This same ayat, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, it came into the Quran 6 times. Yani 6 times this ayat came. One is in the Surah Fatiha and other it came in Surah Al-Inam. 45 ayat. And also it came in Yunus. Ayat number 10. And also came As-Saffat. 182 ayat. Az-Zumar. 75 ayat. Al-Mumin, 65 ayat. So total this 6 times this ayat is repeated in the Quran. But in Surah Fatiha, it is the first ayat of the surah. And also in 2 surahs, As-Saffat and Az-Zumar, it is the last ayat of the surah. But the remaining 3, it is coming inside the text of the surah. And one time this ayat is coming at the start of the ayat, start of the surah in Surah Fatiha. And 2 times As-Saffat, Az-Zumar. It is the last ayat. And the other 3 places it came in the text. Now we will talk about that, how we can read it. What are the main grammar, the tajweed rules in this ayat? Alhamdu. The ha is basically the halki harf. It is coming from the throat. Those words which came from halq, so we have to do little bit stress for them. And also ha is from halq on ain. Ain is also coming from the halq. These 2 are the throat letters, ha and ain. And the other rule is here, okay, before the harf-e jalala, there is a kafra is there. Before there is a kafra is there on the preceding letter. Due to that reason, the lam in the harf jalala, it become lighter in pronunciation. Lillahi, yani we are speaking in that way that we have not putting any force, just like a smiling face. Lillahi, okay, preceding letter has the kasra to become lighter. At the end, there will be a mad, arif, waqfi. Because the word is alamina. But normally when we are stopping, we say alameen. So when we are making the sukoon there, so then the mad is created. Because there is one ya is here, ya with sukoon. This ya with sukoon, but preceding letter is with kasra. When the preceding letter is kasra, on the mean there is a kasra is there. So when the ya with sukoon, preceding letter has kasra, this harf called harf mad. Harf mad. If after the harf mad, the following letter will come in sukoon, ya hamza. So then mad is created there. So there should be elongation. 2 to 4 times we have to elongate it. So in that way, when we are putting the sukoon on the noon here, so this sukoon, then harf mad and sukoon, it will create madde arif waqfi. Arif means temporary, waqfi means for stopping purpose. So now we will try to read it. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Try to listen the professional qaris, might be it will help to more for the makharij. Okay. The next is about Alhamdu. Alhamdulillah. This ayat is starting with Alhamdulillah. This first we will analyze these words, which are the words there. We already know that in case of the Quran, either the word will be harf, either ism, either fail. Okay, all words of the Quran we can divide in these categories. Either it will be harf, either ism, either fail. In this, Alif Lam first. Alif Lam is original word is hamdun here. Here, li. Li, after it attached with Allahu. I am writing the original letter. After that, Rabbun. Then is Alamina. Alif Lam, this one is harf. Hamdun. Hamdun is ism. Okay, all the words in the Quran which are ending with tanween and attaching with either the alif lam at their start, so it is all are ism. It is ism. This lam is harf, leave harful jar. Harful jar. Allah ism. Rabb is ism. Alamina starting with alif lam, it is also ism. It means in this whole statement, the harf is there and ism is there. There is no fail in this whole statement. Alif lam harf, hamdun is ism. Li is harful jar. The jar and Allah, it is a jaro majroor. Jaro majroor. So in that way, this it become murakkabe jari. Rabbun. Rabbun is fifth. It is the fifth of Allah. When it is the fifth of Allah, so then it will mawfoof, and fifth it become murakkabe tawfifi. Murakkabe tawfifi. Then is the Rabbul Alameen. Okay, Rabb is a separate word, Alameen is a separate word. So we have to create Rabb of Alameen. But in Arabic language, there is no word for of. So when we have to create the meaning of the of there, so then we have to change the Iraab. So due to that reason, initially it will become Rabbul Alameen. But Allah is in the harf jar here. Okay, on the last letter of Lillahi is kafra there. When the kafra is there, so due to that reason, the fifth of that also getting the kafra there. So due to that reason, it is coming there. In case of the Arabic, 99 words, they are formed from 3 root letters. In case of hamd, basically the word is ha, mim, dal. Ha, mim, dal. These 3 are the root letters for that. From that, we are making the word hamdun. Hamdun. Hamdun means praise. Praise. In case of the hamdun, also from this hamdun, when this those people know about the grammar, they are a little bit familiar about that. When we are putting this words in the Slafi Mujarrad, in Slafi Mujarrad, the fail become Hamida Yahmadu. Hamida for Mavi, Yahmadu for Muzari. So from that, we can also make the Ismul File. Normally when we are making the file, we have to making the Wazan Fa'ilun. Fa'ilun. So what we did, basically we are introducing one alif in the root letters. Ha, mim, dal, I am putting ha, midun. I only put alif between the ha and mim. Hamidun, it become Ismul Fa'il. The Ismul Fa'il is the one who praises. it is called Hamid. In Arabic language, from one root letter, you can make many words from that root words. So also, there is another word, if we are making the maf'ul, so then we are making the maf'ulun. The wazan is maf'ulun. So from that wazan, we can make the word mahmudun. Mahmudun means praised. Who was praised? Mahmud, if maf'ul is here. Also, the same letter ha mim dal, if we put in the bab-e-taf'il. In Arabic language, there is a unique arrangement. The arrangement is that first we use the word hamida, ha mim dal. Only three words are there. But sometime when we like to increase the meanings, so we can put an other letter there. What we did it? In this situation, in Bab-e-Taf'il, we put an other meme there. You can see here, on the meme if there is a shadda is there. When the shadda is on the meme is there, so then it means there are two memes there. In this situation, I added a letter. When we are adding a letter in Arabic language to get more comprehensive meaning. So from that, we can make ismul maf'ul. Just like I made Mahmudun here praised, but here is Muhammadun sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Muhammadun, much praised. In English, when you translate, you are using the two words, much praised. But when you are using the Arabic, Muhammadun. The difference is, Mahmudun is only praised, Muhammadun is much praised. Also, there is another word from that is Ahmadu. Ahmadu is basically a superlative degree for Hamid. Hamid is one who praises. It is a superlative degree for Hamid. Ahmed is which is more praising, more praising. Why I talked about these names here? To only highlight one thing today. When we open the Mus'haf, the first word is Alhamdulillahi. Alhamdulillahi. Yani Allah's name is there. But at the same time, which word is used here? Hamim Dal. From Hamim Dal, the names of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also are developing there. Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam's names are also originated from Hamim Dal. So it is much praised. Much praised means Muhammadun sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in the Quran, there is an ayat in Surah Fatah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah say, Muhammadun Rasulullahi. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the Prophet of Allah. Also, there is another name for Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ahmad. This Ahmad, it is there is an ayat in the Quran in Surah As-Saf. In Surah As-Saf, there is one ayat कि Hazrat Isa alayhi salam told to their nation कि after that another prophet will come. That prophet's name is Ahmad. The name of the Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told by Musa alayhi salam to their nation at that time. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَمُبَشِّرًا بِرَسُولٍ Ya'ti min ba'di ismuhu Ahmad. Ki glad tidings for the Rasul, which is coming after me, and his name will be Ahmad. And also, when we are talking about Mahmud, it is also related to Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In the Quran, in the Surah Bani Israel, Allah is telling here, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Asa an yab'asaka Rabbuka maqaman mahmuda. Perhaps Allah will give you the muqam of muqam mahmud. On the day of the judgment, Hazur sallallahu alaihi wasallam will be on the muqam mahmud, praiseworthy place. Muqam mahmud. So it is matter of only interest that the first word of the Quran, when we are starting from that, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is relation, Ahmad is coming, and Muqam Mahmud is coming. Okay, now we will talk about that. Alif Lam. After that word is Hamdun. Hamdun. As concerned about Hamdun, the Hamdun meaning is praise and thanks. Praise and thanks. If we only translate praise, then it is not complete translation. Okay, in the Arabic language, there are two separate words available. For the praise, the word is madah. For the thanks, the word is shukr. If the word is shukr is here, or word is madah is here, so then we have to only translate praise and thanks. But the word hamad has translation, is both translation. Then we have to say ki praise and thanks. Also we understand about the word al. The al is basically the same meaning which is the thee in English. Thee in English. In English, we can use the thee for two purposes. For example, if it is written here, a boy. If I say the boy, it means that I am specifically pointing out to one boy, the boy, and it becomes proper noun. It becomes proper noun. The other situation sometimes happen in English, we are using the word the for community. If we say dog is faithful animal. The dog is faithful animal. So here is not one dog is concerned here. We are talking all community of the dogs here. Okay, all type of the dogs which belong to that community, they are basically faithful animal. So in that same pattern, in case of the Arabic language, the alif lam is used for that. Basically, one is called Lame Tarif. Lame Tarif. when we have to put some lame tarif, just like to make marafa. Make the marafa, we are using that. But sometime the other is lame jins. Lame jins. In case of the lame jins, basically we are encompassing everything. In case of the lame jins, encompassing everything. Then the whole community we are putting inside there. Okay. Here, this al which lam is used here, it is a lame jins here. Lame jins means that we have to translate it all. All means all type of the praises and thanks. As much as praises is possible, a person can do thanks to Allah, the person can do the praise. So it is called all praises and thanks. So basically this all is giving this lam is giving the meaning of lam jins. So due to that reason, encompassing everything in that type of the community. Also in grammar it is called lame istaghraq. It is a little bit difficult name, lame istaghraq. It is a simple name, lame jins. It will give you the whole community. So in that way, we can translate all praises and thanks. Now we can dissect these two words here. One is li. This li is harf jar. So due to that reason, lillahi. Due to that reason, there is a kasra is here. Lillahi. When we combine it, it becomes lillahi. And alif is dropped when we are combining this thing. So lillahi means for or belong to. Yani all praises and thanks to Allah. Yeah, all praises and thanks belong to Allah. So here is very unique, a very interesting thing when I was looking in the Quran. It is on the first juz. On the first juz, Surah is starting with Alhamdulillah. If you go to the 7th juz of the Quran, 7th juz, Al-Inam is also starting with Alhamdulillah. Then if you go to the 15th juz, Surah Al-Qaf, it is also starting with Alhamdulillah. Then if you go to the juz 22, again Surah Saba, it is starting with Alhamdulillah. Generally if you say that there is an interval of the 7 paras, 7 juz. In first juz, Alhamdulillah, on 7th juz, Alhamdulillah, 15th juz, Alhamdulillah, and 22nd, Alhamdulillah. So much Allah Jalla Shanuhu distributed these words in the Quran. We are reading every day, but sometimes we are not pondering about these things. Okay, what is the hikmah even there? Okay, we covered alhamdu, we also covered the lillahi. Alhamdulillahi. The next word is Rabb. Rabb is provider, sustainer. Okay, who is the provider? Who is the sustainer? This Rabb is basically by the two ba in the root letters is there. So, but when we are making, so then this become Rabbun. Rabbun. The last is Al-Alamina. Basically, Ain, Lam, Meen. These three are the root letters. Ain, Lam, Meen from that. From that, the word is Alamun. Alamun. Alamun means word. Word. Alam. Word. There is also very interesting thing is from Ain Lam Mim, another word become, it is called Alimun. Alimun means scholar. Scholar. Only difference is on the Lam there is a Fatha, Alamun, word, Alimun, Kafra, scholar. But this word is used here, Alamun is in Wahid. It is a singular. But it is used here plural. The plural of Alamuna. Muslimun, Muslimuna. We are familiar about that. How I made it? I made in that way, I dropped this tanween and then I only one fatha is there, and then after that I added una. I added una. So it become Alamun, Alamuna. Muslimun, Muslimuna. Very fat pattern in Arabic language. These are plurals, you can make it. Alamun, Alamuna. Now Alamuna is words and Rabb is Rabb. But now we have to create the meanings of the off here. In Arabic there is no word for off. So we have to change the Arab here. So due to that situation will happen here. One word is, here is Rab. So this word is Alamuna. So if we can add the alif lam there, it become Al-Alamuna. Al-Alamuna. But this Al-Alamuna is in the Rafa. Halati Rafa. Halati Rafa. But now when we are creating the off relation, so then we have to apply the rules of the Mudhaf and Mudhaf ilay. The Mudhaf ilay should always be in the jar condition. So when we are making the jar from Alamuna, then it will become Alamina. it become Alamina. And also the Rabbun, it become Rabbul Alamina. But Rabbu is also coming as a fifth here. The previous letter is Allah, if the last letter is Kafra, so due to that reason, so here the Kafra will come there. So it becomes Rabbil Alamina. In all praise and thanks to Allah, who is the Rabbul Alameen, who is the sustainer, who is the provider of the worlds. Now there are some, we can talk about that. Alhamdulillah. We are very commonly say Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah. These words we are commonly using. Few interesting things when we are analyzing these words according to the grammar. In this situation, Alhamdulillah, there is no fail here. No fail. Only the Ism is there and harf is there. It means that no fail is there. Whenever any fail is there, so definitely the fail will indicate that either it is past tense, either it is present tense, either it is future tense. Okay, all type of the actions, whenever any fail will be there, they will indicating either past, either present, either future. The second thing is, whenever any fail we are putting, after that, that fail need to do some action, some file is needed. File or subject is needed. If any statement is mentioned, to do the praise of Allah, for that some time factor is needed, to which time we are performing, who will perform it. But Allah doesn't mention any fail here. When there is no fail here, so due to that reason, it becomes Alhamdulillah. It is a permanent statement. It is a solid statement. Alhamdulillah, all the time, we have to give the thanks and we have to give the praise to Allah. So due to that reason, so there is a no, Alhamdulillah, is a solid statement. No fail is there. This statement will always happen. No person doer is needed for that. Lillahil hamdu. So normally is Alhamdulillah. You might familiar when we go for the Eid Salah. On the Eid Salah we pray Takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Walillahil hamd. Walillahil hamd. Then we are changing the pattern. Also in the Quran, There is an ayat there in Surah Jafia, 45 and 36 in Surah Jafia. The ayat arrangement is also did Lillahil Hamdu. When there Lillahil Hamdu means, Alhamdu is basically in the sentence is Mubtada. Mubtada. Normally the Mubtada is coming at the start of the sentence. But sometime when we like to more emphasis, either we like to create the meaning of the only, so then we can make the khabar. Khabar, it is called khabar-e muqaddam. Muqaddam means that we put on the front here. And mubtada muakhar. When the mubtada is muakhar, when we change this arrangement, it is only the getting of the meaning only. All praises and thanks, all praises and thanks only belong to Allah. Only belong to Allah. I only like to highlight that here the word only is creating here. When we are reading the translation, sometimes we don't feel these things. So for that, we are doing the grammar. Okay, until you don't know the arrangement, you don't enjoy the real Quran. Lillahil hamdu, all praises and thanks only belong to Allah. Okay, we read about the arrangement. Alhamdulillah, sometime coming, Lillahil hamdu. Now I will give you third example now. When we go to the mosque or any other lecture we are attending from any scholars, and scholars say in Khutbah Jummah, they are using the word inna. Innal hamda. Innal hamda lillahi. Innal hamda lillahi. Inna means, are you familiar about that? Inna means indeed. Indeed or certainly. Normally there are, in the speech, when we are doing the speech, there are one way of the speech is information. Informational. Only we giving the information to the other person when I am talking. So normally sometime when we talk, we have to put some word there to put more emphasis. Surely, certainly, when the imam and scholar, they are telling to the audience there, they are saying, Innal hamda lillahi. Indeed, all praises and thanks belong to Allah. So then they are putting emphasis there. But when Allah uses in the Quran, Allah doesn't put any emphasis there, nothing, any oath or anything there. It simple start with Alhamdulillah. But these things, innal hamdalillahi, and sometimes this arrangement we are seeing, the little thing, inshallah, next time you will feel, when you will listen from the Imam, you immediately judge, oh, innal hamdalillahi, they are saying today. Now we can talk little bit about the sentence. In this case, alhamdu. Alhamdu is mubtada. In case of the Arabic, there are the two parts of the Jumla Ismiya. All Jumla Ismiya have two parts. One part is called Mubtada. Other part is called Khabar. In this situation, Alhamdu is Mubtada. And also, the Khabar is basically Ma'zoof here. Khabar is Ma'zoof. And Khabar is not here. Ma'zoof. First I will explain a little bit in English, then you understand what is the Ma'zoof meaning. If doorbell of house is ringing. If the doorbell of the house is ringing, so sometimes you say, who? You only say who. But actually, when you are communicating this, you are basically saying who is there. Who is there? But you say only who. But it is understood there that you have to also, you are saying who is there. So it means that is there is Ma'zoof. Ma'zoof. We are doing in English commonly, just like that. In Arabic language, also this is the Ma'zoof concept is there. Okay, sometime, for example, if I say, Ar-rajulu fil bayti. Okay, the man in the home. But it is not the real sentence. The real sentence is Ar-rajulu mu'judun fil bayti. Mu'judun is hazaf here. Ar-rujulu fil bayti. But really word was Ar-rujulu mu'judun fil bayti. So just like that, when the bell is ringing, you say who. So basically you are saying who is there. So it is Ma'zoof is here. So in this situation, Alhamdu, when the Khabar is Ma'zoof, after that this part, Jaro Majroor, it become, normally it is called Muta'alliq Khabar. Muta'alliq Khabar. But when the khabar is not available there, then it is called qaim muqam khabar. It is a qaim muqam khabar. Okay, until these two constituents are not there, mubtada and khabar, the complete jumla ismiya cannot be formed. When the jumla ismiya cannot be formed, how we can convey the meaning? So in this situation, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, this part is the mubtada and this part become muta'alliq khabar. Yani, all the praises belongs to Allah, then giving the qualities of the Allah after that, that type of the Rabb, who is the Rabbul Alameen. So it is a little bit grammatical analysis of this ayah. And also we learned about the different versions of Alhamdulillah, sometimes written Lillahil Hamdu. And sometimes we say Innal Hamdalillahi, putting that. Now we will talk about little bit a relationship. The relationship between the start and the ending of the Quran. In the relation between start and end of Quran. It is the surah number 1. Surah number 1, Fatiha. Fatiha, the first ayat. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Rabbil Alameen, it is giving the information about Tawheed. Allah is the Rabb only if it is for the Alameen. It is Tawheed. In the ending surahs, the surah number 112, Qul huwallahu ahad. Say, He is who is one. Allah is one. Surah number 113. The 113 was told Rabbul Falq. Rabbul Falq. Rabb of daybreak. Of daybreak. Rabbul Falq. The last 114, Rabbun Nas. Rabb of mankind. And at the starting, Allah telling Rabbul Alameen. And the last surah, Allah telling Rabbul Falq, Rabbun Nas. All this information is going on about Tawheed, the greatness of Allah. Now we have to take, after the discussion of this, what is our take-home message today? Which thing is very much take-home we are taking today? The take-home message is today, this is the word Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah, every Muslim knows about these words. And we are very commonly using these words. But our take-home message is that when we will read it, we have to feel it. When we have to read it, we have to feel it. It is not only the mere statement which is coming from our mouth, we don't feel it. So due to that reason, we are devoid of the blessings of that. The first thing is, when we recite Alhamdulillah, the first thing is we have to acknowledge our weakness. Acknowledge weakness. This weakness is showing here. Rabbul Alameen. Allah is only the provider, Allah is only the sustainer. I can't do anything. So due to that reason, whenever I am weak, first you have to acknowledge your weakness. When we have to say Alhamdulillah. And after that, we have to be always optimistic for the rahmah of the Allah. Optimistic. Optimistic. Always hopeful for the rahmah. Always hopeful. The third thing is, when we say Alhamdulillah, it should be our emotional speech. Emotional speech. Emotional speech means that Alhamdulillah, basically I am saying that all praises and thanks to Allah. Sometimes some person, we are walking in the street or going to the masjid or some other places, one Muslim brother will meet you, he say, how are you? So we say, Alhamdulillah. It's a very good thing, it's a good answer we have to say, Alhamdulillah. But at the same time, when we are talking about Alhamdulillah, it is not only the information speech. It is not only the information speech should be there, only saying to tell to the other person, Alhamdulillah. No. Basically our job is that wording should be uttered by mouth as an emotional speech. Okay, thanks, it is from the heart. If I am not thankful from my heart, my words doesn't work it. So these are the take-home message. Three things are important when we have to read the Alhamdulillah. First, acknowledge your weakness. And second thing is, you should be optimistic, hopeful for the rahmah. And the third thing is, your speech should be emotional. Emotional means your heart should be feeling what you are saying. And especially from the heart, we should be thankful to Allah Jalla Shanahu. So may Allah give us tawfiq, we have to get the hadayah from the knowledge of this ayat, so that we will be successful in this world and also in the hereafter. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.